Hello everyone! Today I wanted to give you 5 tips for managing anxiety. These are just some of the things that have helped me and I hope they'll help you. I have linked any relevant blog posts below, so be sure to check those out and pin them if you find them helpful. Now, tip number 1 is using smelling salts. You can make your own smelling salts so easily with aromatherapy oils. All you need is a dark glass bottle. This was a vitamin E bottle that, I used up all of the vitamin E capsules, and then I had the bottle which I used, and then into that you want to put rock salt or coarse salt, and then you can drop your aromatherapy oils into that. Give it a good shake and you've got smelling salts to take with you wherever you go. Now I've used clary sage oil, lavender oil, bergamot and frankincense. So if you look up the properties of those oils, they are all calming and anti-anxiety and uplifting. So you have your smelling salts if you're out and about or at home, wherever you are. If you start to feel a bit of anxiety, you can just give it a whiff. And the aromatherapy will work its magic. Part of it, I think, is just stopping and breathing deeply, which really helps, but I'm sure that the aromatherapy is helpful too. It can't hurt, right? And sometimes it's just empowering to feel like you have something to try. Tip number 2 is bring it back to the physical. Now, you will experience, if you have anxiety, you'll experience like a call to worry, like your mind wants you to worry, like what am I forgetting, or what did I do wrong, or it wants to go around in circles. And sometimes what can trigger that is if your body is tense. Your mind will go, oh, we're tensing up. Are we preparing to run for our lives? What's dangerous? What's going on? And then you'll have this call to worry. So if you make sure to keep your body relaxed, then that sends a signal to your brain, hey, we're chill, everything's fine, there's nothing to worry about, we're relaxing over here. And so that's something you can control as well. You can't always control your mind and how you feel, but you can control your body. You can breathe deeply, you can make sure to relax tense muscles, and you can focus on physical sensations rather than those emotional sensations. So you can focus on, what can I hear right now? What can I smell? What can I see around me? Immerse yourself in whatever experience you're having. If you're washing the dishes, smell the soap and feel the hot water and just be right back in that moment. Also be aware of what physically could be causing you to be tense. I have found that when I wear my sports bra, which because I'm like well endowed in the chest area, has to be quite like tight and strap them on and get those girls strapped in. It can put pressure on my shoulders, and then my body tenses against that, and then I have tension through my shoulders, and then that can sometimes trigger anxiety. So be sure that you don't have any tight clothing, or there aren't any bright lights that you're squinting against, or anything that could be causing you to be tense and causing the anxiety to follow. Tip number 3 is keep it simple and slow. Please stop multitasking. Multitasking can just make you feel frazzled, make you feel like you're possibly forgetting something or not doing anything thoroughly, and probably you aren't. Try and do one thing at a time, and also try and move slowly and talk slowly, because that again sends a signal to yourself, to your brain, like we're calm, we're relaxed, there's nothing to worry about. Moving slowly can make a big difference to how tense and frazzled you feel. Each task that you do, really focus on that task and be in the moment with that task. And what I kind of tell myself is nothing is more important right now than whatever. So for example, if you're making a sandwich, you think, get the bread out, get the ham out, get the cheese out, bit of mayonnaise, and you're tackling the task as a whole and trying to rush through it. But if you're like, I'm getting the mayonnaise out of the fridge, nothing is more important than bringing this jar to the counter. I know it sounds crazy, but it works. Or you go, nothing is more important than removing the cap. Instead of just like it's a means to an end to getting the mayonnaise on the sandwich. If you take yourself really in the moment of everything you do, it's really calming and makes you feel more relaxed. Tip number 4 is distract yourself with music or reading. If you are just feeling the feelings and it's too much and your mind just keeps wanting to race and worry about things, it can be helpful to give it something else to focus on. Immerse yourself in a book with a really good storyline, preferably not something that's like really tense and high octane, but something where your brain can have something else to think about, or listen to some really calming music, or do something that will make you feel happy. Like when I'm in a bad mood, I go on Pinterest and then I type in Tumblr funny, and that always puts me in a better mood. Like they always, I don't know what it is, but that humor just makes me laugh and just cheers me up and puts me in a better mood and can distract my mind from being worried if I'm experiencing anxiety. Now tip number 5 goes exactly against that, and it is feel the feelings. If you've got this anxiety that's kind of dogging you and this low grade call to worry all the time, there may be something emotionally that you need to give attention to. So sometimes if I am feeling that way for a while and like, what is wrong with me, I will stop and allow my feelings to come and give them a bit of an audience and be like, right, what's biting me? Have I not had time alone enough lately? Is there anything in particular that I need to worry about or need to focus on? Am I homesick? I'll stop and ask myself, am I homesick? And then if I start to cry, I know, yeah, I'm actually homesick and I need to let those feelings have their time. Distracting yourself all the time might be good if there's no real cause for your anxiety, but if there is an emotional issue that is causing you anxiety, you need to feel those feelings. Sometimes you just need to feel sad, you just need to feel stressed or angry or whatever, and give it its time on the stage. Be like, here you go feelings, do your thing, knowing that they will pass. And they will actually pass much quicker instead of sitting there in the back of your mind causing this anxiety because you haven't addressed it. Anxiety is not fun. Whatever is causing you anxiety, I hope that some of this has helped in dealing with it in the moment. Of course, the best way to deal with anxiety is to get to the root of it and try and address that. Make whatever life changes are necessary to eliminate the anxiety in the first place. But if you are experiencing it at the time, I hope that some of these tips are helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.